Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to That's That Podcast on YouTube. I know you're looking at the cover going, Sinister Squad? What the fuck? Alright. Michelle watching though, I love me some cheesy ass movies. I love me some good high quality stuff, and I love me some rip off shit. I mean, I grew up on a steady diet every Saturday and Sunday of like the old Roger Corman shit, you know, all the stuff that would play the drive-ins, you know. Let's just say like Jaws is huge, so you're going to come out with, you know, giant sharks, shit like that. So it shouldn't surprise me, man. I'm a huge fan of a good chunk of the stuff the Asylum puts out. The Asylum, been around for quite a while now. I don't think they've ever lost money on any picture, or they haven't in quite a while. And basically what they do is, if something's big, they make a ripoff of it. When Transformers, that first film came out, they came up with Transmorphers. When High School Musical was huge, they had Sunday School Musical. Yeah, and they just do this, and the way they get around, and you know, they get as close as they can to that original without getting sued. So, as a Christmas present this year, somebody who I love with all my heart went shopping for stocking stuffers for me. And as I pulled this out of my stocking, they said, "Oh, I know you love comic movies, so I got you this." I'm assuming, because this person doesn't know a lot about comics, probably hadn't watched, you know, they know Batman, but, you know, I doubt they've seen Suicide Squad or even know about it. They just heard the name and got it mixed up with this. And I wasn't a fan of Suicide Squad film, but what this is, and I did a little research in this while I watched it. The Asylum, quite a few years back, man, it was, I want to say around the time of probably the second Avengers film, might have been the first, they put out Avengers Grimm. And this Avengers team was made up of all these different fairy tale characters that ended up in our world fighting the big bad villain, Rumpelstiltskin. Yes, it's also a ripoff of Once Upon a Time, which is a ripoff of Fables. And they got a name for this, man. They got in there, that Avengers Grimm, they got Rumpelstiltskin. I mean, his Casper Van Dien. You know, the guy that was, you know, an A-list star for about 2 films. Starship Troopers, and then Sleepy Hollow, and then it was, you know, downhill from there. And I'm wondering what happened, what did he do, or what happened that caused him to drop so quick? Well, they did Avengers Grimm. It did fairly well, I'm assuming. I bet it probably, it's on Tubi if you want to see it. If you have access to the Tubi app, which I know works in the US and Canada, and I think overseas too. But, you know, it's on Tubi if you want to see it. Well, they decided it was time for a sequel. And I'm assuming when they decided that was when Suicide Squad was out in theaters. So what they gave us was Sinister Squad. Same universe, but this time they're recruiting a bunch of fairy tale villains as a team led by Alice from Alice in Wonderland, but Goldilocks is a member of the team. And I'll give you their analogs from the Suicide Squad. Alright, we got right here, this is Bluebeard. You know, the pirate, his thing is, he's a badass with knives, and his knives are kind of ghostly magical, and he's got a blue beard. His analog in the Suicide Squad would be, is it Captain Boomerang, or is it Boomerang? I know Marvel's got one, and DC's got that. I think it's Captain Boomerang. Alright. We'll go down here. This is the Big Bad Wolf. Oh, man, I probably didn't pick it up. Big Bad Wolf. Kind of part human. Look at that. I like that. I think they were kind of inspired, whoever wrote this was inspired by Fables, where the Big Bad Wolf, or Bigby, is, you know, human-like. Of course, this is Killer Croc. Then you have the Pied Piper, who can shoot shit out of his pipe, and he's a crack shot, and he cracks jokes. He is Deadshot. Well, I mentioned Goldilocks, and Goldilocks is not on the cover here. She is basically their version of the shitty-ass Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. And what they do, we're going back here, super bad, but in a good way. Yes, my person who got this for me thought this was the Suicide Squad. A dark and fun superhero thriller in the tradition of Dark Knight and Watchmen. When a violent supernatural cult known as Death's Messengers reigns terror on Earth, a team of malevolent storybook villains is captured and coerced into fighting in the modern world. But these baddies must learn to keep their true wickedness at bay if they want a chance of freedom. Okay, there is Goldilocks. She runs around with 2 guns, shooting everything. Okay. Now this is Rumpelstiltskin. It is not cast for Randine. I guess they couldn't afford him on this. We got a special feature. Original widescreen presentation, 5.1 series surround, and trailers. Yeah, there ain't much extras, and this is from 2016. It's Asylum. It's not rated. It would be, at worst, PG-13. I don't remember there being enough violence or language to be R. Another character, well, that just looks really crooked on there. They brought the Mad Hatter in. The Mad Hatter's technically not a villain, but he's like a drug addict, and they like give him acid to have something happen. Man, this is a wacky-ass Asylum film. I started doing some research. After I got it Christmas morning, that night, when I'm back at my place, I'm going through going, what the fuck? Let me find out somebody. I was like, oh, Avengers Grimm. Because I'm like, wait a minute, Avengers is Marvel, Suicide Squad's DC, Asylum combined them together, and they've made a third film called, like, Avengers Grimm Time Slip or something. I guess it's supposed to be like Infinity War. I don't know. But all three of these, the Avengers Grimm universe, like a cinematic universe from the Asylum, are on Tubi. And I'll talk about Tubi for a minute. I love Tubi. It is, I don't know exactly who owns it now. Whoever owns it is actually putting more and more into it. This is a service where you do get ad breaks. Your typical movie, you're going to get about 6 ad breaks of 2 to 3 minutes each. Which is not horrible, because you figure, okay, 3 minutes, some 6, it's 18 minutes in 2 hours. In an hour and a half. You go try watching an hour and a half long movie on any cable channel. First, it's going to be cut. Not going to be cut on Tubi. Secondly, you're going to get 30 minutes of ads, if not more. It's gotten to where now, because TV is not making as much, like channels like AMC, I've called them add more commercials forever, because that's what they do. They can take a movie that is an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes runtime, edit it for TV, and put it in a 3-hour block, where you're going to get more commercials than you do actual movie. Tubi ain't that bad about it, plus it's free. And like I said, I know it works up in Canada because a buddy of mine, Adam Clark, what's up, Adam Clark, baby? He has been using it to watch a lot of stuff. They got all kinds. They got, from low budget shit like this to big budget films. A little bit of everything. So if you got a Roku, Fire Stick, Chrome, and if you want to watch on your laptop, computer, desktop computer, tablet, phone, whatever, it's Tubi.tv. Now, one thing, if you're watching it on like your tablet, phone, laptop, desktop, if you have ad block on, you got to turn ad block off. You turn ad block, if ad block is on, it won't even load the film. It'll just tell you turn it off. I don't mind that. And like I said, the ads are not bad. There's so much reason, and most of your Asylum stuff is on here, and they got a lot of full moon stuff. They got Trauma stuff. It's just a great little service. The fucking Sinister Squad. Yeah. I never would have bought this myself, because I've been like, oh man. Because I'm sure this was $5 to $7. I know what store she even went to. I was safe. I had my cell with me. One person watching this will get that. 2 people watching this will get that joke. But, man, thank you so much for Versus Supply of this. I appreciate it a lot. I've actually watched it 1.5 times now. I think my father's been up watching it. But, hope everybody enjoyed that, man. If you did, give me that thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.